Hi all. In this section, we can have the discussion about the chapter linear equation in one variable. Before beginning the chapter, we can have a quick review of the concepts and definition that we learned in grade 7. So back to the concepts. What is a constant? The constants are pure numbers which have fixed value. We can denote it as 1, 2, 3 or the rational numbers 2 by 3 or minus 3 by 4 and so on. And the next one it is variable. Variable means from the word itself it's clear. The value of the variable keeps on changing. So variables are alphabets which doesn't have any fixed value. So we can denote by A, B, C or X, Y, Z, etc. Any alphabets can be used to denote the variables. Now, what is a term? Term means the combination of the variable and constant. Either the variable alone, x, it is a term, or we can call it as 2x, that is a combination of the constant 2 and x. Together we can call it as a term, or 5, it is a term. So, once the term it is over, we can move to the main topic, algebraic expression. So, what is an expression? The terms when we combine using operation symbol plus and minus, we can call it as an algebraic expression. So once again, the definition of the algebraic expression is combination of constants and variables connected by the operation symbols of addition, subtraction, multiplication and division is called an algebraic expression. The various parts of an algebraic expression which are separated by plus and minus are called terms. For example, 2x plus 5, it is of course an algebraic expression in which two terms are there, 2x and 5. If you are talking about expression, one more expression is there without any variable. We can call it as numerical expression. For example, 20 minus 2 divided by 3. Only the numbers are involved in the expression. It is called numerical expression. Now back to our algebraic expression. Now here it comes a new word for you, polynomial. What is a polynomial? The word poly means it is many. So we are having an algebraic expression containing one or more terms with a non-zero coefficient with variables having non-negative exponents is called a polynomial. Polynomial may contain any number of terms, one or more than one. Examples of polynomials: a plus b plus c plus d, 3xy, 7xyz minus 10, 2x plus 3y plus 7z, etc. We can create our own polynomials. Degree of a polynomial. That also a new term. What is degree? In a polynomial, in one variable, the highest power of the variable is called its degree. Example, 2x plus 3 is a polynomial in x of degree 1. If you are checking that variable, it is x, and what about the exponent of x? It is 1. So we can call it as a degree 1 polynomial. And the second one, 9y to the power 3 plus 3y minus 6. It is a polynomial in y of degree. Check for the variable y. What is the maximum exponent? It is 3. Of course, the degree turns to be 3. We can back to that concept of equation, simple equation. An equation is a condition on a variable such that the two expressions in the variable should have equal value. For example, 7z plus 5 equals 30. We have two expressions, 7z plus 5 on one side, on the other side we have number 30. Linear equation in one variable, it is same as simple equation. We can have the definition for that one. An equation involving only one variable, that is specific, only one variable is involved in that one, with the degree 1 is called a linear equation. In other words, I can give the definition of a linear equation in one variable as An equation in which the highest power of the variable is 1 is called a linear equation. The highest power is also called degree of the equation. What is the general pattern of an equation? An equation, if it is any equation, it consists of the left hand side and the right hand side. The left hand side we can denote by LHS and the right hand side denoted by RHS, and the left hand side equal to the right hand side. So in an equation it consists of the left hand side, equal sign and the right hand side. That is the difference between the expression and the equation. In an expression we can see the equal sign, but an equation consists of an equal sign. That is the difference between expression and an equation. The next one, that concept also we learned in grade 7, solution or root of an equation. What does it mean by the solution? And we can call the solution as root also. The value of the variable which satisfies the equation is called the solution or root of the equation. We can have an illustration for this one. Check whether x equals 2 is a root of the equation. 4x plus 3 equals 11. So what we have to do for the verification? We should replace the value of x by 2 and solve the left hand side. Compare the value what we are getting after simplification on the left hand side with the right hand side value. If they are equal, we can say that the given value is the solution or root of the equation. Let us proceed. The left hand side equals 4 times 2 plus 3. What is 4 multiplied by 2? 8. 8 plus 3 equals 11. How we look on the right hand side? The right hand side we have the same number 11. Of course, we can say x equal to 2 is the root of the equation, since we got the left hand side equals to the right hand side. What does it mean by solving an equation? Solving an equation means finding the value of the variable in the given equation. We can compare an equation with a pair of pans of a balance. The beam of the balance remains horizontal when equal weights are placed in the two pans. In the same manner, the two sides of an equation are equal when we have equal numbers on both the sides. Suppose we have x kilogram apples in the left hand pan and we require 6 kilogram to put in the right hand pan to keep the scale in a balanced position. Then x equals 6 kilogram of apples. If we take away 2 kilogram of apples from the left pan, the balance would dip to the right. It will return to the horizontal position if you remove the same number of kilograms, that is 2 kilogram of weight from the right hand pan also. Then we have x minus 2 equals 6 minus 2. That is x minus 2 equals, what is 6 minus 2? Of course it is 4. The next case, if we put 5 kilogram apples more in the left pan, the balance would dip to the left. And to bring it back to the horizontal position, what shall we do? We will have to put 5 kilograms of weight more in the right pan. Then we can say that x plus 5 equals 6 plus 5. That is x plus 5 it is equal to 11. Another case, if you want to double the quantity of apples, then what shall we do? Then we will have to double the weight in the right pan, also to keep the beam in the balanced position. What we have to do? We have to do the same on the left side also. 2x equals 6 multiplied by 2. So we are getting 2x equals 12. If we halve the quantity of apples, we will have to halve the weight also to keep the balance in the horizontal position. Therefore, x divided by 2 equals 6 divided by 2. On both the sides we are doing the same. X by 2 we are getting it as equal to 3. Since an equation resembles a balance, Therefore, all the processes can be applied to an equation also. That is, if a change is made in one side of an equation, the same change will have to do in the other side of the equation. Also to keep the equation balanced. Rules for solving linear equation in one variable. In the light of the example, we had the discussion. We can analyze the rules related with solving a linear equation. The first one. The same number can be added to both the sides of an equation. For example, 2x minus 3 equals 4. We are adding 3. That means I have to add 3 on both the sides. So we are getting the new equation. 2x minus 3 plus 3 equals 4 plus 3. The answer it is 2x equals 7. The same number can be subtracted from both the sides of an equation. 2x plus 4 equals 10. We are going to subtract the same number 4. 2x plus 4 minus 4 equals 10 minus 4. 2x equal to 6. Both sides of an equation can be multiplied by the same non-zero number. As you know, if we are multiplying by 0, nothing will happen. X plus 2 equals 4 is the equation for you, and we are going to multiply by 3 on either side, on the left hand side and the right hand side as well as. So 3 multiplied by x plus 2 equals 3 into 4. So we are getting, here we have to take care, if I am opening the bracket, 3 has to be multiplied by each term inside the bracket. So 3 multiplied by x, we are getting 3x plus 3 2s are 6. On the left side we got now 3x plus 6, and on the right hand side it is equal to 12. Now the next one, rule number 4. Both sides of an equation can be divided by the same non-zero number. Example, x plus 2 equals 4. So if I am dividing by 2, I have to do both division by 2 on either side to make the equation balanced. X plus 2, the whole divided by 2 equals 4 by 2. And here it comes the new equation as x plus 2 by 2 equals 2. Solving an equation with variable on one side. Different methods are there. As you know, in our smaller classes, we used to study the method of hit and trial. If an equation is given, we are keep on giving the value 1, 2, 3 and so on. And in which case we are getting the left hand side value equal to the right hand side value. That is the solution for the equation. But it is a tedious method and the time consuming one. And we don't have the time to waste. So let us move to the method, balancing method. We can have an example related with balancing method. Solve the equation x by 5 plus 11 equals 1 by 15 and check the result. So the equation it is x by 5 plus 11 equals 1 by 15. So the first target is on the left side, that 11 I just want to remove. So what shall we do? Definite, I have to subtract 11 on both the sides. So we are getting x by 5 plus 11 minus 11 equals, whatever we are doing on the left side, we have to follow without any partiality on the right hand side too. 1 by 15 minus 11. So we are getting x by 5 equals 1 by 15 minus 11. Have a look on the right hand side. How we can solve? Of course, they are unlike fraction. Go for the LCM. 11 means we can write down 11 by 1. Of course, the LCM is 15. So if you are multiplying, we are getting 1 minus 165 divided by 15. So what is the difference between 1 and 165? Of course, it is minus 164. So we are getting x by 5 equals minus 164 divided by 15. Now the next target means x by 5. So we just want to eliminate that 5 from the list. What shall we do? Only the option means we have to multiply by 5 on both the sides. So we are getting 5 multiplied by x by 5 equals 5 multiplied by minus 164 divided by 15. So x will get cancelled. We are getting only the left hand side, we are getting x equals minus 164 by 3. 5 by 15. 5 and 15 will get cancelled. 1 5s are 5 and 3 5s are 15. Thus, we are getting x equals minus 164 by 3 as the solution or root of the equation. But how we can check the result? Go for the verification. The verification part means we have to substitute the value of x as we got minus 164 by 3 in the given equation. So we get the left hand side equals x by 5 plus 11. Substitute the value of x as minus 164 by 3. So minus 164 by 3 into 1 by 5 plus 11. So if we are solving minus 164 into 1, that product of the numerator by the product of the denominator we are doing for the product of fractions. So minus 164 divided by 3 5s are 15 plus 11. Here also we have to do that LCM since it is unlike fraction for you. So unlike it is. So we are making it as the LCM 15 minus 164 plus 165 the whole divided by 15 since the LCM is 15. We are getting the answer as 1 by 15. So the right hand side, check for the right hand side, we are getting 1 by 15. So the left hand side and the right hand sides are equal for the value of x minus 164 by 3. Hence we can say x equals minus 164 by 3 is the solution or root of the equation. But now we are in grade 8. In grade 7, we studied that hit and trial and the balancing method also. We want to learn more about the method that has to be used in our future studies too. So we are going to stick to the particular method of the transposition. Transposition means transferring the terms from one side to the other side. So let's have the detailed study of the transposition method. The transposition method involves the following steps. Step 1. Obtain the linear equation. Step 2. Identify the variable. Variable means it is the unknown quantity and the constant means the numerals. Go for step 3. Simplify the left hand side and the right hand side to their simplest form by removing brackets. Step 4. Transpose all terms containing variables on left hand side and the constant term on right hand side. But very important thing, note that the sign of the terms will change in shifting them from the left hand side to the right hand side and vice versa. Now the step 5, simplify the left hand side and the right hand side in the simplest form so that each side contains one term. Now step 6, solve the equation obtained in step 5 by dividing both sides by the coefficient of the variable on left hand side. We can have an illustration for this one. Solve 0.16 multiplied by 5x minus 2 equals 0.4x plus 7. In this equation, we have variables on either side of the equation. Let's start the solution. We have the equation 0.16 multiplied by 5x minus 2 equals 0.4x plus 7. So let's have the solution. Let's begin with that equation itself. The first step means we have to open the brackets. 0.16 multiplied by 5. Ignore the decimal and go for the whole number. 16 multiplied by 5. We are getting 80. Since two decimal places are there, 0.16, we can keep it as 0.8x as the first term. And go for the second number, 16. 0.16 has to be multiplied by 2. If you are multiplying, we are getting 32. Since two decimal places are there, the number turned as 0.32. So we are getting 0.8x minus 0.32. And on the right hand side, we are having 0.4x plus 7. So we have the equation 0.8x minus 0.32 equals 0.4x plus 7. So what is the next step? We have to keep the variable on the left side and the numerals on the right side. So push 0.4x from the right side to the left side. If we are transposing the term from one side to the other side, of course the sign changes. So here it comes 0.8x minus 0.4x. And have a look on the right side. Already the number 7 is there and we are going to transpose minus 0.3 to the right hand side. Minus 0.32 to the right hand side. It will come as plus 0.32. If we are adding 7 plus 0.32, we are getting 7.32. Now what is the next step? We have to eliminate 0.4 from the left hand side. What shall we do? Of course, we have to transpose that one too. On the left side, we are having multiplication. On the right hand side, it will turn as division. So we are getting 7.32 divided by 0.4. If we are removing the decimal, we are getting 732 divided by 40. So x equals 183 by 10. So 18.3 is the solution or root of the equation. There is another way of solving the equation. It is cross multiplication method. So consider the equation of the form ax plus b the whole divided by cx plus d equals m by n. That means we are having the denominator and numerator on either side of the equation. So how we can solve like that questions? The process of multiplying the numerator on the left with the denominator on the right hand side and equating it with the product of the denominator on the left hand side with the numerator on the right hand side is called cross multiplication. So we are going to do the cross multiplication between the left and right side, numerator and denominator. That is, we are getting n times ax plus b equals m times cx plus d. This method is known as cross multiplication. Once we got that linear form, we can use any one of the method, either the transposition method or the balancing one, to get the solution. Let's have an illustration for this one. Solve the equation 2x plus 1 the whole divided by 3x minus 2, which is equal to 9 by 10. So on either side we are having the fraction over there on both the sides. Definitely we have to go for the cross multiplication method. In this case, we are going to multiply the numerator on the left hand side by the denominator on the right hand side. That is 10 multiplied by 2x plus 1. After that, what we have to do? Equate with 9 multiplied by 3x minus 2. That means we are doing the cross multiplication. Open the bracket on the left hand side. 10 multiplied by 2x gets you 20x plus 10 multiplied by 1. Of course, it is 10. Go for the right hand side. 9 3s are 27x minus 18. 2 9s are 18. We are opening the bracket. Now we got the linear expression on both the sides. Now it's the turn to proceed according to the transposition method. We can transpose the variables to one side and the numerals to the next side. So the first step, on the left side we have 20x. Push 27x from the right to the left. Of course, the sign changes. We are getting 20x minus 27x equals minus 18 is on the right hand side, and we are moving plus 10 to the right hand side. It will turn as minus 10. So we are getting minus 7x equals minus 28. What is x? Here also we are going to do the transposition. Minus 7 multiplied by x it is. If we are transposing multiplication, it will turn as the division on either side. So minus 28 the whole divided by minus 7. What is answer? Of course it is positive. We are getting x equals 4. Now it's the time for your assignment. Assignment number 1. DIY, do it yourself. Question number 1. Solve x by 5 plus 1 by 5 equals minus 2 by 5. Question number 2. 18 minus 5d equals 3d minus 6. Third question. X plus 3 equals 10x plus 3 the whole divided by 7. And the very last question for you. X by 2 minus 3x by 4 plus 5x by 6 equals 21.